Welcome to Sports Wrap as we guide you in the next half hour with the biggest stories in the world of sport. We start with cricket, where Tumi Sekukune personified the momentum Proteas' fighting spirit as she frustrated the England women bowlers on the final day. Tennis action from Wimbledon sees Rafa Nadal and Iga Swiatek through, and Sir Lewis Hamilton says Formula One should not give negative old voices a platform. All this and more coming up on Sports Wrap. The Proteas ladies snuck a stunning draw in the once-off test against England in Taunton yesterday. 2 heavy showers meant only 43 overs of play, leaving South Africa on 181 for 5, 48 runs ahead, with the England squad denied the opportunity of a run chase. Proteas captain Sine Luce full of praise for her team, as well as the fighting spirit displayed by Tumi Sekukune, who scored an unbeaten 34 to keep England at bay in heavy overcast conditions. Tottenham Hotspur are close to completing the capture of Richarlison after agreeing to a deal with Everton late Wednesday night. The 25-year-old Brazil forward is expected to undergo a medical overseas as the North London team bid to wrap up a transfer that could top $60 million. Richarlison, who scored 53 goals in 152 games in 4 years at Everton, is in line to follow Fraser Foster, Ivan Perisic and Yves Bissouma as Tottenham's 4th summer signing. Richarlison's arrival at Tottenham Hotspur could provide a boost to Antonia's contest side. The first round of the Deere Classic belonged to Tsitsipas. Charles Howell III has been playing better golf than his results portrayal. Howell bounced back from some poor play over the weekend at the Travellers, where his shot simply lost his irons and gained better than 2 shots on approach on Thursday. Tsitsipas opening a 3-shot lead after the first round. Coming off a second-place tie last week in Connecticut after opening with a 62, Poston eagled the par 5 second and had 7 birdies in a bogey-free round at TPC Deere Run. Canadian Michael Glitch was second in 64, playing in the final group of the day of the first tee. Vaughan Taylor and Christopher Gotterup followed up at 65. Ricky Barnes, Denny McCarthy, Chris Nagel and Dylan Fratelli shot 66. Carlo Ortiz shot a 5 under 67 to take the lead after the first round of the LIV Golf Invitational Series in Portland in the USA. Former world #1 Dustin Johnson is 1 shot behind in second, while Pat Perez, Hidetu Tanihara and South Africa's Brandon Grace are tied in third with a 69.
Oh, that's good. Perfect. Beauty.
Dustin Johnson was fairly consistent throughout the day, but it took an incredible shot through the trees on his last hole to remain in the top 2. Johnson was able to save par on the par 5 17th, a minor miracle given his tee shot veered far to the right. It took a while for Ortiz to take the lead after he started his day strong with birdies on his first 3 holes following that hot start. Ortiz hovered at 2 under and 3 under before getting hot again on the last few holes to move to the top of the leaderboard. Series newcomers Pat Perez and Brooks Koepka are the 2 strokes off the lead. Koepka experienced a slow start but then found his groove as the day went on. Perez, meanwhile, experienced both plateaus and valleys, making his finish a bit of a relief.
Go on.
As far as team play, Johnson's 4 aces leads with Johnson and Perez coming to go 7 under. Second place is held by Stinger GC, led by South Africans Brandon Grace and Henny du Plessis. Third is a tie between the all-Japanese Talk GC, Hidetu Tanihara and Genichiro Kozuma, and the Fireballs GC, which is including the Ortez and Abram Anser.
Please note that the official date for analog television switch-off is imminent. If you're still watching television through an aerial, please take the following steps to continue watching your favorite programs on the SABC. Buy a digital tuner for your analog TV set and get connected. Buy any digital television decoder, either satellite or digital terrestrial, and get connected. Buy a smart television and connect through an aerial. If you can't afford any of the above, please contact your nearest post office for more information on how to connect. For more information, please WhatsApp 0600 625 458 or call 0860 736 832.
SA's very own Zolani Tete, former two-weight world champion, famously known as the one-punch wonder, will face British professional boxer Jason Cunningham, a typical nobody's fall guy, aka the Iceman, for the WBO Bantamweight Championship title on the 2nd of July.
Risk everything, fear nothing. No regrets. Play hard or don't play at all and rise to the top. Catch the finest of local talent in the Heritage Rugby, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, and also available on Telkom 1.
Coco Gauff reached the third round of the women's singles at Wimbledon with a 6-2, 6-3 win over Mihaela Buzanescu of Romania. The 11-seeded American broke twice in the first set and struck with a single break in the second to settle the match. Gauff, who never faced a break and won 85% of her first serve points, broke the Romanian again to close out the first set in a brisk 31 minutes on centre court. The 18-year-old slipped and fell in the sixth game of the second set, but never lost her poise, forcing Buzanescu into an error in the 8th game to break her serve. She closed out the affair with an ace, 1 of 10, across the match. The top seed, Iga Swiatek, took her winning streak to 37 matches by beating Leslie Patinama Kakov 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 to reach the third round at Wimbledon. Swiatek won on court number 1, making her winning run the longest since Martina Hingis also won 37 matches in a row in 1997. This victory, though, was far from easy for the Polish player, despite facing a player ranked 138th. Swiatek had to save 2 break points in the opening game of the third set, then secured the decisive breakthrough with a slice of luck. It was a 2-1 where Swiatek earned a break point when her Dutch opponent deliberately let a shot fly past her at the net, thinking it would sail long. However, it landed inside the baseline, and Swiatek then hit a forehand winner on the next point to break for a 3-1 lead. Swiatek won her second French Open title this month, but has never been past the fourth round at Wimbledon.
Honestly, during a match, I don't even think about the previous matches and the streak, because I don't think it's giving me anything at that point. You know, I'm just trying to figure out what to do better and how to kind of come back. So it doesn't really matter for me. For sure, my confidence, I built it during this season. It's better, and it's getting better and better on every tournament. But I would say the grass is pretty tricky for me, and I'm not gonna lie, you know. So, I mean, I guess you can see that I'm not, you know, playing maybe this efficiently as on other surfaces. So basically, my confidence is getting better overall, but this tournament is tricky, and I'm still figuring out how to play the best game here.
There were second round wins for Jessica Pegula as well as Barbara Krejcikova in the women's singles at Wimbledon. Pegula, the 8th seed from the United States, she needed 3 sets to see off Harriet Dart of Great Britain 4-6, 6-3, 6-1.
Jessica Pegula trying to call on the left baseline. The ball's called in.
She hit the ball and she challenged. She can't challenge after she hit the ball.
Game of set match to Pegula.
And the 13th seed, Barbara Krejcikova of the Czech Republic, defeated Viktoria Golubic of Switzerland 6-3, 6-4. Wildcard entry Liam Brodie of Great Britain caused an upset as he knocked out the 12th seed Diego Schwartzman of Argentina in the second round of the men's singles at Wimbledon. Brodie came back from 2 sets to 1 down to complete a 6-2, 4-6, love 6, 7-6, 6-1 victory in 3 hours and 47 minutes. Rafa Nadal battled his way into the third round of the men's singles at Wimbledon with a 6-4, 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 win over Lithuanian Ričardas Berankis. Looking for a first title in 12 years at the All-England club, the number 2 seed from Spain opened up a 2-set lead before Berankis fought back to take the third. An early break in the fourth was enough to carry Nadal over the line, although the players had to contend with almost an hour's break in play because of rain and to allow the roof on centre court to be closed. Berankis didn't give up though, and it was not enough, as Nadal will next face Lorenzo Sonego of Italy. It was Nadal's 307th Grand Slam match win, taking him past Martina Navratilova in 4th place on the all-time list, behind Roger Federer, who's on 369, Serena Williams on 365, and Novak Djokovic on 330.
My philosophy is a couple of weeks ago I was close to it. Now I don't feel that way. That's my philosophy. You know, I something that I am not. I never had fear about that day. I think I am happy that I had a very happy life outside of tennis, even if tennis is a very important part of my life for the last 30 years. I have been happy outside of tennis, without a doubt. No, I have a lot of things that I like to do away from tennis, so I'm not worried about that. For example, personally, I love to see Tiger Woods playing, and now I am not able to see Tiger Woods playing that often. So in some way, that's a change in my life too, and probably people will think the same like me as a fan when Roger is not playing, or when Novak is not playing, when I am not playing, or when any football or basketball or any sport are not playing, because they become part of the daily life of the people because they are an inspiration. No paranoia at all. Reality, you know. That's the thing. A good friend of mine today had to pull out, like Roberto Bautista, with another case. When this kind of stuff happens, it's because probably around are a lot of cases. So I am not doing many things, you know, just staying here and staying in the house, not going out at all anymore. That's part of this challenging world that we are facing the last couple of years.
Stefanos Tsitsipas moved into the third round of the men's singles at Wimbledon with a straight sets win over the Australian Jordan Thompson. The fourth seed from Greece took just over 2 hours to complete the 6-2, 6-3, 7-5 win. He'll face another Australian, Nick Kyrgios. That's for a place in the last 16.
And the same match, Tsitsipas. 3 sets to that, 6-2, 6-3, 7-5.
Welcome to Point of Order.
Have fun.
I am a die-hard Liverpool supporter.
Yes.
Laugh out loud like these guys.
Order! Order! Madam Speaker! Madam Speaker! Madam Speaker!
Point of order.
You're clapping! There will be no vote. There will be no vote of no confidence. I'm full of confidence.
A little bit dangerous to say the street is where the magic happens.
Join the fun on Point of Order, Friday at 7:30, only on 2.
At that time, it was a different world.
The chief and Induna will call a meeting.
When we were still in the studio, we realized that we've got a very good song.
Da 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 da.
Catch Balia Gosha on Fridays at 7 p.m. on SABC2.
Hierdie Woensdag op die KTV kuier ek saam met Lawton Roberts hier in Hermanus, waar ek oor sy perlemoen skulp spieelrame gaan praat. As jou nuuskierigheid geprikkel is, kom kyk die KTV. SABC2 7:30, moet dit nie misloop nie. Maak dit sin?
Ja, nee, dit lyk heel reg.
Ek gaan ook 'n spieelraammaker word.
Ons doen.
No ways. This is my second warning. I'm definitely losing my job after this.
Relax, you're overthinking this.
AJ and his fake apology makes him appear more of a loser.
AJ's not our problem anymore.
You know, we would have never been in this position in the first place if Durant had done his job.
So I see that AJ's still making news?
It won't last, Ma.
So, have you spoken to AJ?
That'll be all. Thank you, Betty.
Ubetsi na wethu, Mondays to Wednesdays at 9:30 on 2.
George Russell commented on Thursday on the updates that Mercedes have put in place ahead of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone come Sunday. The 24-year-old said he just has to do the best possible job.
I mean, as a driver, you just sort of focus on yourself, and once the helmet's on, it doesn't really matter what the car is beneath you. You're just there to get the most out of it, and it's all relative at the end of the day. It's you might have a fast-feeling car, but if everyone else is doing faster lap times than you have a slow car. So for me personally, these updates, being Silverstone, home race, whatever, it doesn't really change anything. You're just going out there to do the best job possible.
Seven-time F1 champion Lewis Hamilton has urged people to stop paying lip service to racism and instead act to educate others and to tackle it head-on.
And I think we're just living in a time where there's been a lot of people have said that they're supportive of, through these last couple of years, but a lot of lip service, and we are not doing that. We're actually about action. We're putting our money where our mouth is. And so, yeah, I'm really proud. I think we need to get everyone naturally on board to do something, because we can't do it alone.
Any form of abuse, I think, is wrong. So I think it was great to see that there was so much response from all of the F1 community, and so quickly people, responded and expressed support on the matter towards Lewis. I don't think that there should be, any room for this kind of comments, and we still have to do a lot. I think we've come a lot further than maybe years ago, but it doesn't help when there is still these things out there and people still saying using inappropriate language and saying wrong things. So.
Members of the French national rugby team visited Korakuen, the headquarters of judo in Tokyo, ahead of their international test matches against Japan. The Blue members watched demonstrations by Japanese judo legend Kosai Inu, who won a gold medal in judo at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, and they also experienced some judo trainings during the visit. Japan will host France in a 2-test series at the Toyota Stadium in Aichi Prefecture on the 2nd of July, and at the Japan National Stadium, the main stadium of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics in Tokyo.
Les attitudes de contact, appréhender la chute et se servir de la force de l'autre aussi pour le faire tomber dans les plaquages ou dans les percussions, essayer d'aller sur les endroits faibles de l'adversaire. Et c'est vrai que le judo, ça aide vachement à appréhender ça. D'accord.
Kevin Durant has requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets, according to a person with direct knowledge of the seismic decision that undoubtedly will have teams scrambling to put together enormous offers for the perennial all-star. The Nets have been working with Durant to find a trade partner and has multiple teams on his preferred list, according to the person who spoke to the Associated Press, on condition of anonymity, because neither the player nor Brooklyn revealed any details publicly. Now, ESPN first reported Durant's trade request, citing Phoenix and Miami as two of his preferred destinations. Durant is a 12-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champion, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, and 2-time NBA champion. Sport Arena bringing you all the news, views and interviews every Saturday and Sunday, 2 p.m. DTT Channel 4, that's the SABC Sport Channel, OpenView 124 and the flagship SABC 3. All the big matches, we have the preview before kickoff, ball-by-ball commentary, but catch us live on SABC 1 at 2:30. The team brings it to you all and more. The 2022 Women's Africa Cup of Nations kicks off and SABC Sport has you covered. 9:30 on Saturday, Morocco will play Burkina Faso, Senegal taking on Uganda on Sunday, as well as Cameroon and Zambia live on SABC Sport. More action continues in the week, with Sunday seeing Tunisia taking on Togo, and on Monday Nigeria will play South Africa. Desiree Ellis Chargers have been ready and waiting for this encounter. And next up after that at 9:30, look out for Burundi and Botswana.
For the love of the game.
SA's very own Zolani Tete, former two-weight world champion, famously known as the one-punch wonder, will face British professional boxer Jason Cunningham, a typical nobody's fall guy, aka the Iceman, for the WBO Bantamweight Championship title on the 2nd